Before the year ends, what will you be remembered for? Before the year ends, I want to ask you one simple question. Not, did you achieve your goals? Not, did you make enough money? But something deeper. What will you be remembered for? Because in a few short months, this entire year becomes history. Every morning you woke up, every promise you made to yourself, every opportunity you said you'd take later, they all become part of your story. And the truth is, most people don't stop to ask themselves this question until it's too late. They let days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and suddenly another year disappears. But what if, before this one ends, you decided to change that story? Let's be honest for a moment. When this year started, you probably had a vision. You said things like, "This is my year. I'm finally going to do it. I'm not going to waste time anymore." And maybe you started strong. For a few weeks, you had momentum. You woke up early. You made plans. You took notes. But then life happened. Work got busy. People distracted you. The excitement faded. And you told yourself, "I'll start again next week." And next week never came. You're not lazy. You're human. You care deeply, but you get tired. You want change, but you get overwhelmed. And maybe you failed so many times that part of you stopped believing it's possible. But listen carefully. The year isn't over yet. You still have time, real, valuable time. Not to fix everything, but to change something. You can still build a habit. You can still repair a relationship. You can still write that first page, take that first walk, speak that truth you've been holding back. You still have a chance to decide how this year will be remembered. So, before the year ends, I want you to ask yourself a few questions. Who have I become this year? Not just what did I do, but who did I become? Did I grow, or did I just go through the motions? Did I stay quiet to avoid conflict, or did I speak honestly, even when it was uncomfortable? Did I show up for myself the way I promised I would? Because time doesn't care about your intentions. Only your actions tell the story. And here's the truth most people avoid. You don't need a whole year to change your life. You just need a decision, followed by consistent action. 90 days is enough to shift your habits. 1 month is enough to regain focus. 1 week is enough to restart momentum. Even 1 day can be enough to begin again. Change doesn't need perfect conditions. It only needs a choice, yours. So before the year ends, don't just think about what you didn't do. Think about what you can still do. You can make the call, send the message, say I'm sorry, say I love you. Forgive yourself for the things you didn't finish. And then take one small action today, not tomorrow, today, that your future self will thank you for. Because at the end of the year, you won't remember every detail. You won't remember every plan. But you will remember how you showed up. You'll remember the moments you pushed through the noise. The mornings you didn't hit snooze. The times you kept your promise, even when no one was watching. That's what builds legacy. Not big moments, but small decisions, stacked, repeated, and lived with intention. Imagine yourself on December 31st. The world is counting down to midnight. Everyone's making resolutions again, writing lists, posting quotes, saying, "This year I'll finally change." But you're quiet because you don't need to say it. You lived it. You finished strong. You didn't wait for motivation. You chose discipline. You chose courage. You proved to yourself that you can keep going even when it's not easy, even when it's not perfect. And that feeling will follow you into the next year. Before the year ends, I hope you stop chasing perfection and start practicing presence. I hope you spend time with people who make you feel alive. I hope you forgive yourself for the time you lost and make peace with the version of you who was just trying. I hope you do one brave thing, even if it's small, because at the end of the day, you won't be remembered for how flawless your plan was. You'll be remembered for how much heart you gave, how much effort you showed, how much light you brought into someone else's life. So before the year ends, make it count. Write the page, take the walk, have the conversation, show up for yourself one more time. Because one day, when you look back on this year, you'll realize the most important thing you did was not giving up when it would have been easier to. That's what you'll be remembered for. Not for being perfect, but for being present, for being real, for being brave enough to try again. So before the year ends, decide who you want to become and start becoming them now.